Welcome, Virgo, to your weekly reading. This reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, week of April 19th. Also, Virgo and Venus. I am Veronica. This is Veronica's Dreams Tarot. I'm going to pull an overall energy for the week using a major arcana. I am going to look at the week, how it moves forward, challenge, unexpected, and what you don't see. And then to top it off, a oracle from the Enchanted Map Oracle for advice or what to think about. Okay, Virgos, what do our Virgos need to know for week of April 19th? Oh, Emperor. Emperor, the control, having control, maybe dealing with an Aries person, which is a fire sign. I would say more, it's probably about you having control or losing control. You know, it depends on what's going on, but there is a control thing, being in charge, making maybe the final say so of something. Let's look at what's happening for Virgos. I'm using the Alignment Tarot by Veronica's Dreams. And yes, it's my deck. This is still a prototype, needs some fine tuning, and I'm working through that. But you can't fine tune a deck you're creating until you start just digging in and using it. So I'm doing it. So far, there isn't a lot of fine tuning. I don't think that it needs, to be honest. It could, but we'll see. What do we got? We've got Temperance. We've got Two of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. It looks like a good week. Queen of Clarities at the bottom of the deck, which could just mean you knowing the direction. Yeah, even following that with the Two of Wands. Oops, I'm not done yet. So that looks pretty good. Let's pull the unexpected energy for the week. What is that? Okay, that is King of Wands. Now, again, that could be an Aries too. It is definitely a fire sign. Interesting that it goes kind of with that Emperor. Could go with the Emperor. What you don't see is the Seven of Cups. You have more choices than you may realize. And then challenge is the Four of Cups. That is the poor little old me card. I call it the poor little old me card because it depicts someone sitting there like kind of head down, not noticing what's given to them because they don't want that. They want something else. So instead of saying what's all out there, they're so focused on not getting what they want, they got an issue with it. That's why I call it the poor little me card. There's more to it, but I feel like this is saying you're not getting exactly what you think you want. I am careful to say that because sometimes what we think we want what we want isn't really what's good for us or what we should have. And if Spirit's handing us a gift, maybe we should at least take a look at it. And that's my opinion with the Four of Cups. We've got Temperance, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So your week kind of starts out where you're finding balance within yourself. The Temperance is a lot about emotional balance. Kind of keeping everything in check emotionally. It can also be about creation. So you may be creating something, but I think whatever this is that you're creating is what you want control of, which is fine. Like, right, if you're creating something, maybe you should have control of that. The Two of Pentacles is in the middle of the week here. That is that energy of balancing things out, finding time for all of the life areas. Kind of sometimes when we start something new, especially if you're creating something here, we can feel like we don't have time for it. So the Two of Pentacles is finding that time, figuring out how to put it into play. But by the end of the week, you're going to be in a pretty strong position of feeling good about whatever you're doing. I like this Nine of Cups because it's not only about the wishes and abundance, it's also just about being in a comfortable place, being happy, feeling good. So I do feel like at the end of the week, you're feeling good. So you may end up getting what you want or you realize, because you do have the Seven of Cups in what you don't seek. So there's more choices than what you're giving, like what you're putting in front of you. So keep that in mind. Let's clarify, what is the temperance here telling us for our Virgos? What is this temperance card? Temperance, temperance. Oh, alignment. So this is specific to my deck. I was just seeing if the kitty was there. Sorry. This is specific to my deck. It comes after the world. It is being in alignment. It is being aligned with your spirit, your intuition, your wholeness. The raccoon in my deck is the spirit guide, so to speak. And this is about all of those being in line. And yeah, you're working on that. Like you want, this is something, this is what you're creating. You're creating a place, almost like a safe place for yourself where you're feeling very much in line. Now, this could be spiritually, but it also could be being in line emotionally. It could be being aligned physically, just in the day-to-day life, because then the Two of Pentacles comes in, which kind of is that in some respects, the alignment in the physical world, keeping everything balanced, making sure you're not over focused on one thing or the other. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles for our Virgos. Tell me more. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're walking away from something because you're realizing that it's not worth the time for you, or it's not worth the energy, or there's something that just doesn't fit and you're walking away. It's like it doesn't fit. Like if it were a job, it's overbearing. Like either your commute is really long or it's just not fitting in with the way your life is kind of turning out. It just feels out of sync. Things like that. It could be, I don't know. Could be anything. Like you're walking away from something that just does not fit. And it's very intentional. It may not have been intentional to begin with, but I do feel like it is intentional as you keep moving through it. The Nine of Cups coming in here. Yeah, lovers. There could be something feeling very good about a partnership that you have. And that could be also what you're being in line with here. The Temperance is you creating a space. It could be you creating a special place for love. Um, I was going to say the emperor could be like, an Aries, but it doesn't have to be. But you are definitely creating something here and you're getting exactly what you wish for here with this Lovers. So this could be definitely a partnership. I would say it's going to be a good partnership. Unexpectedly, you have the King of Wands sitting here. What is this king? I want to know more about it before we really go into it. King of Wands could be somebody, or it could be just you embracing life. The Wand of Courts have fun. They're motivated. They get excited. They really live life. They do. They don't overthink things. They're just going to do what feels right. They just go for it. Tell me more about the King of Wands for our Virgos. Alignment again. Yeah, you're deciding that whatever you're headed into is going to make you, or at least, yeah, I think you're going to be more aligned. It's just, this is a relationship probably that's just going to feel really right. Because this alignment is that you align together, you're trusting. Look, Lovers showed up at the bottom there. Yes, this is the King of Wands here. You enjoying this ride, this situation that's happening. This is a really good week for you, Virgo. You're going to just feel really good. So here's the thing with this Four of Cups. I want to know more about the Four of Cups here. So this is your challenge. See, you're being handed something, but you're not seeing it. So there's more to this than meets the eye here. And this could be, let's see, tell me more about this Four of Cups in our Virgo's challenge. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely being offered something because the Knight of Cups is about an offer. And if you notice, both of these cards have somebody in the background that you can't completely see. There's a shadow and there's a ghostly figure. The Four of Cups has the ghostly figure. The Knight of Cups has that shadow. So you might not even be recognizing exactly what's being handed to you right now. And I think it's going to be a lot more special than you realize. And I think this reading is going to open your eyes to that. But right now, you do feel good, but you're wondering if you made the right decision here into whatever it is you're walking into. Maybe it's just the relationship in its whole. You're going, did I make the right decision, or was this the right decision? Look, even the 10 of Cups is coming up. So I think you did, but you may be questioning that, and that's the challenge. Your 7 of Cups is coming up in what you don't see. So the difference here in this 7 of Cups versus regular red or white, there is the 7 Cups, but the raccoon is kind of saying, hey, look here, look here. It's like your intuition telling you where to look. And your intuition has already told you that. So know that walking into this, that your intuition is saying, hey, look over here, look at this choice. Doesn't mean you have to take it, but don't leave it out. So I feel like that's what, and I feel like that's what you're doing, but you don't even realize that you're using your intuition to move forward with this. So what is our advice for Virgos for this week using the enchanted map? What is the advice for Virgo? Oh, heal the ouch. No, I didn't get the, yes, I got this one, and I totally don't know if I like this card in this deck, because to me, I mean, there is something to be said. It talks about like healing the earth, and that's fine and dandy. But when your reading isn't about healing the earth, it's about you healing. Oh, this is forgiveness. So maybe this one isn't the one I'm thinking of. So sorry. I went on a tyrant just then. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, and yes, it is. And mind. This card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to studying the healing arts, go for it. Yeah, this is where it talks about more than just the healing piece. And I'm going to be honest, like, I feel like this is about you realizing that time does heal. So if there was this choice that you made because you had that 7 of Cups that may have felt hard to make, that over time it'll be fine. Like everything will be fine. The heel of the ouch card is an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible. Let bygones be bygones. It could be too that you're getting into a relationship with this lover's card and everything else. That was a tough one maybe before. Maybe it's something that's coming back in that you um, there was some things that still need to be talked about or healed or at least worked on. And I think that's what that healing the ouch is. There you have your reading. Virgo, please hit that like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate all of the things. Hit that subscribe too. Might as well. Take care. Have a beautiful day.